So our Java code has received result set. Once Java code has received result set, then what we have to do? So once we have received that result set, let us call this as result set. Okay, this is our result set object. That is very important. It is not just a table, it is a result set object. Now in that result set, what happens? Result set object, which is implemented by MySQL connector, but specifically the design of result set object is decided by Java. JDBC API has told what kind of information will be maintained by result set object. So result set object is not just maintaining a table, it is also maintaining a counter. Okay, now this is getting a little bit technical, try to follow. Okay, this result set object internally maintains something called a counter. Okay, what is the job of a counter? Counter's job is always to maintain the count, right? So what is this counter? Counter is just a kind of a variable that is maintained by result set object, which is maintaining the current, it is maintaining the current row in result set object or result sets table. By default, counter is pointing to the first row of the table that is received in result set object. Okay, and then in result set, when I am saying that result set is an object, there must be some methods also, right? Okay, there are some methods available in result set as well. Okay, and in result set there is one particular method which is very important for our discussion, and that is next method. There is a method called next. Okay, and this next method is having a return type of boolean. Okay, it is having a return type of boolean. What it does, this method, okay, this method is internally making use of counter to check whether that counter at the position where the counter is, it is checking whether the record is available or not. It is checking whether that row, whether that record in the table is available or not. Because we know that there is a possibility that the query is failing. Let us say the table is there, but there is no data. Then result set object will return zero records. The table will be returned, but the table is having zero records because the data is not there. Okay, and so this next method is checking whether that position where counter is currently pointing to, whether there is a record available or not. Okay, if the record is available, it will return true. If the record is not available, it will return false. Is this clear? Okay, if the record is available, it will return true. And then what it does, next method does two steps. It performs two steps. The first step is it returns true or false depending upon record is available or not. Then it moves the counter, to next row. Okay, it moves counter to the next row. That is the job of next method. But if the row is not available, suppose the first row is not available, then it will return false, and that's it. It will not do this step. Because it is false, it will not do this step. It will not move it to the next row. That is meaningless, right? Because there is no row available at all. Have you understood how next method is working? Understood, everyone? Okay, fine. So how are we going to use it? To use it, we can use it in multiple ways. One thing, we can write a simple if condition. We can write if condition. Let us imagine our result set object is rs. Okay, and I am writing rs dot next. Okay, so if next method returns true, that means record is available. We will process the record. If that next method returns false, that means record is not available. That means there are zero records in the table. Is this clear? And this is our Fourth step, processing the data, processing result. Okay. So our third step was executing the query. We receive the result set object. Then on that result set object, we are processing it. We are checking whether the record is available. If the record is available, we will print that record. Else, we will say no data. Clear? And this is what we are going to implement now.